Brandon here with D3 once again, and we got installment 3, numero tres, covering the section championship match in Anchorage, Alaska. So, of course, that means I'm covering stage 3, where I partially forgot my stage plan just a little bit, but enough jabber, here it is, Riffle. Relax.
Are you ready? Stand by. If you're finished, unload and show clear. If clear, hammer down, 10 holster. Right in there, 2679.
All right, now what I liked about the stage was the quick change, if you will, in target difficulty from the start position with each target to target. I started with the closest target to hopefully give myself a little bit of confidence at the beginning. Then I swung to the far left target, which I overshot by a bit, and then moved to the partial on the far right. I feel like I overconfirmed on that one and really on both of those targets just a bit, but I really liked how I shot that middle target on the move. Pretty smooth with a 0.35-ish split. But that next target on the right was my first mistake, and of course, the snowball began to happen. I was so confused on this makeup shot that I almost ran right past the next target. Definitely lost a solid, second on that whole thing, especially because I then tried to reload one target ahead of when I had actually planned to. Either way, when I moved to the next set of targets, I reloaded and began with the left open target. Now, I meant to go straight into that far right steel target you can see there, but admittedly I forgot and ended up shooting all the paper targets before actually making it back to that steel. The idea was to actually back out while I was shooting those last two paper targets on the right, but you can kind of see how that would have been optimal here. I also didn't really like my transition speed on the paper targets. I also didn't really like my splits either, to be honest, but it took nearly a whole second between the first and second paper target and about a half second to that last paper target. But I rang that steel pretty well and got to move on to the next set of targets, which was this double stack. So I really should have brought my gun up about half a second sooner. I also stumbled slightly because my footing wasn't really that good coming into that position. So I accidentally threw a Charlie on the bottom of the target. But I was pleased with my split overall on the top target. Lastly, I freaking killed it on that last paper target and then moving into the steel, but I landed too hard in that final position and missed a couple shots on those last three. At least the transitions weren't bad though, sitting at about a 0.65-ish per. Now for the comparison, this guy was actually shooting single stack division.
Are you ready? Stand by.
I will say they showed up in about 4 days. What do you hold? 42. They're supposed to be plus 10, but you could get like plus 50. You could get like 50. They make a metal mag. No, I'm saying they make a metal this one's metal.
Now, although he was listed as unclassed for this match, I think he was at least a solid C class. It looks like he had a solid idea for how he wanted his stage plan to go, especially considering his particular level of skill, and he really knew how to work those reloads. I mean, I guess he had to, considering the fact that he was shooting single stack division. Charge it to the game, you know what I mean? Although he could have actively backed out while he was shooting those last two targets, I mean, he did better than I did by actually positioning himself in a way so that he could be close enough to the target while still being in a position to get himself to that double stack quicker. So major props there. So what takeaways do we have today? Number one, I've never really been that strong at transitions, and this was one of those stages that exposed that a little bit. Two, I really got to be better at my footing. I mean, landing in an unstable manner like that just really messed me up throughout the entire match, to be honest. Lastly, although most of my shots were really on the edge of predictive shooting, I think I really could have been a lot more aggressive on those closer targets, especially considering that most of the targets on this stage were between 5 and 7 yards. So my time took a hit mostly in lack of aggression and the overconfirmation that I did on the target. So I'm guessing I could have shaved at least about 4 seconds based on those mistakes alone. 32nd out of 115 isn't terrible, but knocking off even 3 seconds would have actually landed me around 16th overall. One day. Well, that's it for this one. Thanks again for watching. Smash those like, comment, and subscribe buttons, and I'll catch y'all here in the next one on D3. Command your resolve.